Hey everyone, it's Matthew Deibler here. I hope that you're having a beautiful week. I felt inspired to do a message today and perhaps also offer you a challenge. So most of you know quite a bit about my mental health journey. If you follow my content for any period of time, you know that I've gone, pretty in-depth into the experiences that I've had in mental health. And then you also probably know a little bit about my rebirth in faith and the spiritual life that guides me at this stage. What I wanted to do today is share a little bit more about that. And in doing so, I want to inspire you as a believer to believe. That's my challenge. If you're a believer, I need you to believe. My story, has a lot of traumatic and sensitive events in it. If I go back to 2011, the depth of my anxiety at the level that it was when I found myself becoming agoraphobic, that's the period of time in my life when I fell to my knees and I was reborn in Christ. When I was reborn, I had exhausted every option that I knew in my natural mind to help myself heal. So I turned everything over to God. And inch by inch, He started revealing to me the steps that I needed to take to get well. Everything that I did was under His direction. And really it involved nothing outside of just prayer, affirmation, and, guided steps that led me to healing through exercise and, purpose that extended beyond myself. When I look back at that, and I think of how far I've come, and where I came even in that period of my life in a short amount of time, I was at a point where doing anything was the challenge. Stepping beyond the threshold of my front door was devastating for me. And within, 6 months or a year, I was back on airplanes and taking cross-country flights. That was not the natural, solution that you would intend to see. Like, God works in ways that are not sensible to us. We talk a lot about miracles, but I don't know how many believers actually believe in miracles. I have people in my family that still haven't embraced the faith, even having intimately witnessed my own story unfold. That hurts me at times. I'll be honest, I can't imagine having someone close to me undergo this miraculous healing and not feeling compelled to believe in the power of God. But it's true. There are a lot of believers too who find themselves completely consumed by the world around them. The world that is at complete opposition to God. They find themselves hooked to news outlets and all kinds of things that steer them away from the truth. And in being steered away from the truth, they often lose their appetite for God. They lose their taste for belief. So they don't seek the miracles. When you're looking to the world you start trying to find remedies that align with the world. You seek to use your own strength to overcome the adversities of life. And in doing so, you only create more inner turmoil, more tension, more anxiety, more stress. I have people that have reached out to me in this season of my life, and they do so with good intention. They're trying to check up on me. They're telling me that they wish that there was something they could do to help. You know, I lost my employment back in June. They want to check up on me and make sure that I'm okay. What I've gone through spiritually is a little bit unnatural. And I think at times it makes people a little bit uncomfortable. But the reality is that in the midst of all of the chaos and the turmoil that surrounds us, I'm the most clear that I've ever been in my entire life. I have no anxiety. I feel still. I feel purpose. I feel excited about connections that I'm making, about projects that I'm working on. I have no income, and I have very little worry about money. It's a beautiful time. And I guess what I'm here to tell you is, if you believe, you can have all of this too. This doesn't need to remain hidden from you. If you're a believer, you can claim it. I encourage you to claim it. You don't have to be a product of everything that's going on around you. You can choose something different. It's there for you. You got to take it from me. I was a person that was vulnerable to every outside influence. I was a person that was led into captivity by agoraphobia. I lived a life of fear. I lived a life where I shut off everything that opposed me because I couldn't deal. I knew uncertainty. I knew imbalance. And honestly, I didn't think there was a way out of it. And then I turned to Him. I believed in His power to heal. I believed in His power to transform my life. I believed in His power to provide. And that's where I'm at today. There were seasons where I drifted away from that. I spent many years resisting the urge to truly believe, to put my faith in Him. But I found that since I have, boy, everything just unfolds in this perfect fashion. The anxiety completely diminishes. The pressure to perform, to be something, it's not there anymore. I'm just the vessel for the Spirit at this point. I'm just directing my will according to the steps that God has outlined for my life. I don't have to be anything in my own flesh. I just have to follow Him. And in doing so, He'll create the beautiful, natural flow that I desire in my life. He'll provide for my every need. I don't need to worry about the things of the world anymore. And you don't either. If you're a believer, stand up and believe. Really, live your faith. I challenge you. I love you all. God bless.